My name is Betsy Bockover, and I am a project manager at PowerDry. Really, that I get to help people, and so I know that sounds a little weird, but I am by training a social worker, and so which is always helping people, and so that's part of who I am, and so we get to come into people's homes and they can be so stressed out and they don't know what to do. And one of our taglines is restoring calm. And so when we come in, we really do help people. And so that I love that we do that. And then it also fulfills the job, but also personal fulfillment for myself. My favorite part about working for PowerDry, I love the creativity that happens here. And so that we get every job is different and each day is different. And so I'm not sitting on a phone as a salesperson, right? Or I'm not always in the shop. I get to go out and help people, but I'm going to multiple jobs. And there's a lot of creative thinking that goes on. And the people that PowerDry hires, you have to be intelligent. You have to be able to problem solve and think. Because each house, even though we're very process driven here, each job is so different. And so I get to be with people who I respect, and I respect their intelligence, I respect their work ethic, because you have to work hard when you're here, and I like that. And that's one of my favorite things, actually, is a company culture and how we work together to solve problems. Oh, ask questions. Really, don't be afraid to make mistakes. And jump right in and help. If you're not, this is a job where you have to like to work. And so if you like physical work, this is the job for you. And if you don't, that's fine. There's another job for you. But so it's really super fun because if you want to be around, if you want to get stuff done and do stuff, it's awesome. It's great fun. We don't like the word sales, but that's what it is because we go in and secure a job. And so it is in that aspect of you got to listen to customers. So when you walk in, it's not just seeing what the destruction is in somebody's house, right? Or they've got sewage or whatever. It is listening to what's going on for them and then seeing what their needs are and then what we're going to do to dry it. So we can solve their problem. And so in that aspect, in terms of the sales part of it, it's very much of a listening job. And, and we also have to be creative and figure out how are they going to pay for it. And so our job is when we talked about securing the job, yes, we can put the customer at ease about we do know what we're doing. I mean, PowerDry, no matter what, we do know more than anybody else, I think. And we're going to do a fabulous job. And so we can convey that to the customer, but we also have to get them at ease. We have to figure out how they're going to pay for it and get their money. And so that's in terms of, and we have to have them sign. And that's very much of a sales job, right? So that's what we do. And we make it easy for them. It's the company culture in PowerDry, which I've talked about, and I really like. One of my favorite moments was there was a young guy that came as a tech, but was moving up and wanted to be an apprentice, and I think he had been an apprentice, and he wanted to be a crew chief, but he was struggling with some basic stuff, and so Ed was talking to one of the owners, was saying, you need to go to bed earlier. Get up and have breakfast. The basic things, and so of how to be successful in life, and he had not had modeling like that as a kid, and so he didn't really know. And so the basic steps of what it takes to be successful in life. And so in PowerDry, there's that company culture of success. And so whether it's that we gain new skills, technical skills, we gain interpersonal development also. How do we be successful in life? And that's really the whole culture of PowerDry. And to see that, when I saw that happen, I was like, I knew that this is where I wanted to stay because that's the culture of how do you always get better and better, bit by bit, in life. And PowerDry provides that. It's super fun because I would say from a sales perspective, I've been project manager. They've spent a lot of money to hire us, and they get us set up for success straight up. And so as a salesperson, oftentimes in other jobs, you're required to use your own vehicle, you use your own gas, you put the own wear and tear on your own vehicle. They didn't, and I didn't have to ride with somebody. It's like if I'm going to meet the owner at a job because I'm doing training, they're showing me how they do things. I was in my own vehicle, straight up. I had my own uniform on. I was set up as a professional from day one, and I hit the ground running. I loved that, right? So it was, let's go. And that's how this job is. It's like we jump in, we get it done, and we're rolling from the moment we get going, and it's awesome. Honestly, I think it's fun because I like working hard, and because each day is different. And so that's what it's really like is you show up, you review jobs, you see what's going on, and if we miss something, we go back and fix it. Did we get everything we needed to do? Did we get it all done? And we talk to the crew chiefs, we review pictures, we look at insurance things, and so the job is really, it's detailed, but it's also a lot of respect for what's happening, and it's creative problem solving. So it's fun and different each day. And because at PowerDry, they are so picky about who they hire, company culture is more important than skill, because they can train somebody. And you have to have skills. But we work so well as a team. And so that it's fun, honestly. It's fun because you want to talk to somebody, you want to and joke and laugh and whatever, and we don't take the work real serious. I mean, we do a great job and we're serious about it, but we also have fun. Well, I think it's an awesome company culture. I think PowerDry's got it down. They pay well, and there's always incentives to get better. And so the more the company makes, I mean, they're all about making money, but also doing it in a way that's supportive to the customer. We're not out to gouge people. We do a good job, we make good money, and then we can continue to grow. So I think I love that aspect of it. I've referred a lot of people to work here who didn't meet the criteria. so I've referred a lot of my friends to work at PowerDry, and they didn't, because again, PowerDry is so big on company culture and making sure that the testing that they do, that they're going to be a fit. So I think it's great because the money's good, the company culture is good, it's supportive win-win culture in everything they do.